From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight. Presented by UK Federal Credit Union.
Welcome to BBN Tonight. I'm Anna Tarullo.
And I'm Maggie Davis, in for Keith Farmer. He's already down in Indianapolis, that lucky duck. We're going to check in with him in just a minute, as well as with Eli Gain. All coming up.
I'm so excited to check in with them. Plus, the Ryan Howard Oscar Sheboy Awards bookshelf at the Joe Kraft Center is getting heavier by the second. We had the latest on two historically good Kentucky athletes.
Right, but we're just about 24 hours away from tip-off of the Kentucky versus St. Peter's game in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Keith and Eli are already down there taking it all in. We'll go to them for tonight's Big Blue Story, presented by CHI St. Joseph Health. Well, hey guys, last week you were in Tampa. Now you're in Indianapolis. I would ask you if you even had time to unpack your suitcase, but I think the weather might be a little different this time around. What's going on down there today?
Yeah, unpacked, packed it back.
Yeah, seriously.
After cleaning
Load of
it.
laundry, you're
yes,
done.
yes, exactly.
Right back into it.
So we were just hanging out today. Pretty much all that was going on, and
Didn't
we
do
thought
anything.
since we were hanging out and there were some basketball teams in there,
Yeah,
we thought we'd catch some practices, which is what we basically did today.
Yeah.
So one of those being the Kentucky Wildcats. Coach Calipari and the team had the chance to get into Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's been a couple different names now. That one's a little different.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed to be really loose, in a great mood, and that might be because they've had an excellent couple of days of practice this week, working toward getting back to the level that the Cats were playing at before those injuries to Ty Washington and Xavier Wheeler.
Because we survived it, we thought now they're coming back and we're okay. We're not where we were when we had them all and we were going hard. I mean, you think about how we were playing and who we were beating and what we were doing. So getting beat in the SEC tournament was like a godsend because we scrimmaged an hour and 15 minutes. We scrimmaged 45 minutes yesterday. What? What if someone gets hurt? I know, because that's always in the forefront of my mind. But we needed to get back to free and loose and open and playing off of one another and the roles of what we needed to do. And the only way you could do that is scrimmage.
And, you know, practice today, not an intense workout at all, a lot of shoot around and everything. There were fans in attendance, but I got to be honest, in past years, I think we would have seen a lot more fans.
Yeah,
but
for
you
sure.
got to remember, 2 years ago, COVID ended the tournament, didn't have one. Last year, Kentucky doesn't make it. So, yeah, I think that's the difference. I think, we just didn't see as many. And I think everybody, quite frankly, it's, a game that's being played on a Thursday.
Yep.
And so everybody's going to go to work
Yep.
and come very closely. For, easy drive to Indianapolis,
Yeah.
and they'll come up for the game tomorrow night.
I think everyone's sort of just getting their bearings a little bit
Yeah.
more. Kind of just getting back to full force of what the NCAA tournament has to provide. It was good seeing UK out there just having some fun and like you mentioned, just seeing the fans sort of getting involved with them as well. But also, hey, St. Peter's, they took the floor just a couple of hours afterwards. 17.5-point underdogs heading into this game. So they are definitely motivated to show that they belong on this big stage.
First of all, was they good? They wasn't a little too cocky, was they? No, I'm joking. Now, you know what? That's how we play. That's who we are. We are a team that gets after it. I recruit guys like that have a chip on their shoulder with something to prove. A lot of my guys on my team think they're supposed to be playing for Kentucky, so they get a chance to play against them. But now, that's kind of who we are, man. Just a team that just play hard. Got to have something to prove and play with a chip on your shoulder. I think that's the best way to play.
So that was Shaheem Holloway there, head coach for St. Peter's. Every team that comes into the tournament that's a big underdog is going to try to prove something.
Yeah.
And a 15 seed has knocked off a 2 seed 9 times in the course of this tournament, 6 of them in the last decade. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for the Peacocks to be able to pull something off. All right, let's move on to the next thing. We don't typically talk about the Dirty Birds on the show, but when we do, it's because there is a Kentucky connection.
Yeah.
Multiple reports saying Kenny Payne has been tabbed as the next head coach of the University of Louisville. Payne won a title with Louisville in 1986, got drafted in '89, and has been linked to the job since Chris Mack was let go earlier in the year. Mixed feelings for BBN. KP, always a fan favorite when he was here, so it's going to be tough rooting against him, but I'm sure we'll find a way.
First of all, he's a dear friend, and I will tell you that they could not hire anybody that will do a better job than Kenny Payne. great coach, great human being, great husband, great father. Louisville graduate. I may say he should have been hired before there. But you know what? They get him, they got the best of the best.
Louisville hasn't announced anything officially as of right now, but they'll have a special announcement press conference scheduled for Friday morning, 10 a.m. at the Yum Center regarding the men's basketball program. So going to be tough to see him go there, but understandable in a sense, too.
For sure. I mean, it's a place he played. It gets him back to the Bluegrass, close to a lot of friends that I'm sure he had in Lexington as well. He's going to rely heavily on a lot of those former Cardinals players that he played with to help him get things going. But, Coach Cal said it today, and I believe a lot of people believe this is long overdue for him. He should have been a head coach long ago, and this should be his second or third step going, to be the U of L head coach. So, Anna and Maggie, we'll toss it back to you there in Lexington.
All right, I got a question. Obviously, a lot of blue. They're going to have a lot of Kentucky fans. Do you see any other fans milling about? What about IU fans? Are there any sneaking around Indianapolis?
Don't point at me with that.
No, I think the only thing I've really seen is Michigan fans.
Yeah,
I've seen a pretty good following there of Michigan fans.
There are also some Tennessee fans are also sprinkled through Kentucky's practice today, so I'm sure that they were having a blast kind of watching everyone. But it's a little low-key right now. We're expected to completely ramp up tomorrow. I mean, we've only been across the street. This is literally how far away from the arena we are. It's right behind us. We walk across the street, so I haven't seen too many people yet, but anticipating it tomorrow for sure.
I think also, a lot of these people are kind of anticipating it's first round. We're going to get the win. We'll come up Saturday and see the second game. You might see some of that as well.
Good stuff, guys. Well, thank you so much, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow night before the game.
Eli, always, every time. Now, the men's team, though, not the only ones going dancing. It is divide and conquer for us this weekend. Of course, we're going to be at the women's tournament, too. Our Josh Berrien heading to Bloomington to see Ryan Howard and company continue that magical postseason run. So we'll have more from him these next couple of days as well. The Cats play Saturday at 4 o'clock on ESPN.
Man, Cats taking over Indiana. Love it. And speaking of that women's basketball magic, Ryan Howard is on a roll right now. We'll tell you about her latest achievement, maybe the most historic one yet, right after this.